Hi, it's Karen here. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought we would paint this really fun little easy watercolour. We're just going to change it up a little bit. It is very easy, but it's just a different technique that I'm going to share with you today. So let's get started. I hope you've all fared well with the weather. I don't know whether you've had the torrential rain, but we've had torrential rain here in the UK. Pleased to say it's stopped now, but we did need it. We've had a real heat wave here. So anyway, let's get started. I hope you can see everything okay. I've just activated my paint and I'm going straight into Rose Madder, just using the tip of my brush. This is a size 6 black velvet brush, and all I'm doing is I'm standing on its head and I'm just pushing down, and I'm just letting the bristles splay out. Just show you again, and it's just literally pushing that brush around. Okay, so we're kind of getting a really nice splaying brush technique. I just call it the push brush technique. That's what I call it. So you can make your flowers as big or as blousy as you like. Let's put another little one in there. And don't be afraid, just have fun with it. You can't do this wrong. You really can't. And just daub it on, really. I'm going to change the colour. I'm going to go into cerise pink because it's all about pink today. And I'm just going into the bottom of the flower, and I'm just going to introduce just these darker okay, and it's as simple as that. It absolutely is as simple as that. Now I've got a few air bubbles in there. I'm just going to take them out with the tip of my brush because I don't want them in there. Now, oh, there's another one there. Sometimes the paint does do this. I'm not sure why. It's probably where I've whipped it up. I'm just going to bring it up to the camera so you can have a closer look. And that's what we've got. All right. So put it back down. Now I'm going to change to my size 4 Japanese watercolor brush, and I'm going into forest green, and I'm just going to darken it up with a little bit of Van Dyke brown, but any brown that you've got. Burnt sienna, raw umber would be fine if that's what you've got, or any brown that you've got. I just want to darken that up ever so slightly, and I'm going to catch, I'm just going to catch these flowers just like so. Okay, now I've gone into that paint, into that petal. Just going to take that out because I don't want that there, and I'm literally just taking that out. Okay, as simple as that. Now again, I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit with the forest green, like so. And again, I'm just going to be using just the tip of my brush, and I'm going to angle it down, and I'm just going to do these leaves. Now I've got a bit of goop on there, which is not good. And just do that. I've made a bit of a puddle of paint here, so I'm just going to just switch back to my black velvet brush. Just to see what different effects we get. And to be honest, I like this, I like what the black velvet does, the way it splays. It gives me a nicer finish, and I quite like that. Now, if you want to, you can leave it at this stage, or if you'd like to darken it down just to give it a little bit more of a darker value, you can just pop those darker values in just at the base. Okay, we're not going right up into the body of the leaf, we're just dropping it in there. Okay, and that's that. I think we'll just do another little leaf in there. Can you have too many leaves? I don't think you can really, can you? And if you want to, you can just pop a little one. That was a bit watery. Just need to get a bit more pigment on my brush, on my watercolour brush. Just a touch of the Van Dyke Brown, and I'm just gonna drop that in there, like so. Okay, and I was about to start fiddling then, which is not good. and I always urge you not to fiddle, because then you overwork your painting. So I'm going to go into forest green, and I'm just going to lightly splatter. Just lightly splatter. And there we have it. A really super, and I think you'll find that it's a really nice way to loosen up, and you get some really nice results with it. So I'll just move this one to the side, and this is the one that I showed you earlier before we started painting. And there we have it. There we have the cluster of 3 flowers, and then the group. So yeah, I do hope you give this one a go. Lovely to do, really simple, and you'll get a great result. Just bring it up to the camera so you can have a good close-up look. Okay, my dear friends, I'm going to say goodbye and hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.